welcome back to GQ Rules. I'm Adam Rappaport. I'm here at Lugo in downtown New York talking to John Meadow. John, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We're talking shirts and ties. In the kind of the GQ world, everything seems to be very narrow, very monochromatic.
In the Italian world, everything's a little bit bigger, bolder, and colorful.
And you might say better. You might.
In Italy, this is referred to as the collo francese, which is the French collar. Different than the British spread, the Italian's a little softer, a little looser, a little casual, a little cool.
Yeah, so you got the big, beautiful collar. You want a tie and tie knot in proportion with the collar, correct?
Sure.
Here's, it's a wider tie. It's not crazy wide, It's not
It's like we
1976.
unfortunately had to slim it down. Just to keep up with the game, we slimmed it down just a step.
All right, but it's a pretty thick fabric. Now let's talk the tie knot, which is something the Italians seem to take a lot of pride in. They're not doing a typical four-in-hand.
It's done a little differently. It starts with going around twice.
So yeah, so it's the same style, but looped twice.
Same style and purposely a little off to the left.
Yeah, so what you end up with is still a very full knot, but it's not as kind of uptight British in that perfectly symmetrical sort of way.
They always described Agnelli, the icon of Italian fashion, in his sprezzatura, which literally is kind of a disheveled elegance. So if there's ever going to be a dimple, I'm always going to put it on the side where it's never symmetrical.
That's sprezzatura, kind of an effortless ease.
Effortless ease.
But obviously they put a lot of thought into it. Can you show us how to do the tie?
Sure, because it actually starts with, it's where you line up the tie. By lowering this angle,
the skinny end,
what it allows you to do is wrap around the thicker part of the tie.
So you get a fuller knot.
Correct. So traditional forehand, you have your two forefingers here,
Now,
going over
that's
one time.
One time.
Now to give it a little extra excitement,
A little heft.
a little heft.
You go around again.
Go around twice.
And then
the key part for me is, these finishing touches.
So you got it to the side a little bit.
You do it to the side and play around with it. Make it till you're comfortable.
But then also what's interesting is you end up with the skinny end longer than the wide end. Now, what do you do about that?
My personal little trick, I just tuck it in right underneath the third button on the shirt. And then sometimes I even choose to expose it a little bit on the side.
Why not?
And then when you button yourself back up, you have a little bit of heft.
Yeah, it's confident.
Tie is a man's one opportunity to truly present himself in that extra
Exactly, and I think that's what the Italians do so well is that you can tell they love getting dressed in the morning. And I'm gonna put a suit and tie on, but I'm gonna look damn good in my suit and tie, and I'm gonna feel damn good in my suit and tie. John, thank you very much. And thank you for watching GQ Rules. I'm Adam Rappaport, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for another Essential Style Tip.